Hey, what's up you guys, it's Sophie, and today I'm going to do another quick all about NYU video. I've had a couple of different questions that people have wanted me to cover in videos, so I thought I would just do another one of these because people who want to go to NYU seem to really appreciate them. So thanks you guys so much for watching and commenting, and I always appreciate you saying that you thought it was helpful. And if you have any questions, you can always leave me questions in these sorts of videos. I will always answer them as long as I can answer them. Sometimes Google Plus doesn't let me answer them, so if I didn't answer your comments, that is why. I have tried to message people who I was not able to respond to their comments. So hopefully you got those messages, and hopefully this will be helpful. I'm going to be covering three things: financial aid, and I did talk about financial aid in the last one, but I was talking about international financial aid, so now I will talk about regular financial aid. Being an MCC major, because apparently a lot of people are going to be an MCC major, and which are the best freshman dorms. So I'm going to start off with freshman dorms because my major might not apply to everyone, but dorming will apply to everybody. So there are a ton of options for freshman dorms. The dorm I'm actually in right now is a freshman Palladium. Will not be an option for freshmen anymore. It is always an upperclassman dorm, but one of our freshman dorms, Hayden, was under construction this year, so that is why Palladium opened. Palladium will not be an option for freshmen anymore, I don't think. So the options for on-campus housing, so on-campus on-campus means that there won't be apartment style. It'll be like a normal dorm style where it's just a bedroom, and then all NYU dorms have a bathroom in their room. So the ones that are on campus are Weinstein, Goddard, Hayden, I believe. Ruben is pretty close to campus. And then getting a little bit further away, there is Founders and Brittany, and then the furthest freshman dorms are Uhaul and 3rd North. I think that is all of them. I will write here if that is not all of them, but I'm like pretty sure that's all of them. So the ones that are apartment style are Uhaul and 3rd North. Those I think are the most popular because they are apartment style, and you're sacrificing being right on campus for having the apartment style dorm. So apartment style means that you will have a kitchen, a living room, a bathroom, and a couple of bedrooms. Depending on which dorm, you could have 2 or 3 bedrooms, and living with 3 or 4 other people and then yourself. Those also generally have bigger closets. Uhaul has really big like walk-in closets. 3rd Norths are smaller. 3rd North is like, I think, the biggest freshman dorm in the country. There's like a ton of kids in 3rd North. It's really, really popular. It's not like the nicest of all the dorms in terms of rooms. You can get really good views in it. The bedrooms are pretty nice. The bathrooms are like, they're fine. Some of them actually, I don't know for all of the 3rd North rooms, but I have a friend in 3rd North who has 2 bathrooms, one of which has showers and a toilet, and then one of which has like a toilet and a sink, so you have like separate bathrooms. You could potentially get a single in 3rd North because there are rooms that have 2 double bedrooms and then 1 single bedroom, so I feel like that's the luckiest situation because you're still living with people but you have your own bedroom. So you're really lucky if you get a single in 3rd North, I feel like. Again, really, really popular. It's located on 3rd and 11th, and between 11th and 12th. I think it takes up like the whole block. So not too far away. I don't think any of the dorms are too far away, and I personally really enjoy the walk to class. I don't think I would like living on campus as much because I like having that walk and that sort of time to think about the day and clear my head and maybe get a little bit of exercise. I mean, not real cardio exercise, but even if I'm not going to the gym that day, I still feel like I'm being a little bit active, and I really like the walk. So personally, Palladium, it's right next to Uhaul, so I guess I'll talk about Uhaul now. Uhaul is on 14th and 4th. Right on Union Square, and it's right on the subway line, which I think is like the best part of living here. It's right on the Union Square subway line, which is huge. It has like the NQR, which I feel like I take all the time. I think it has like the 1, 2, 3, no, I think it's the 4, 5, 6. It has the L, it has like a ton of subways. So that's amazing to be right on the subway like that. So Uhaul is great location-wise. Uhaul also has very large bathrooms, a lot of storage space, like pretty nice kitchens, smaller-ish bedrooms, very big closets, and it has food in it. 3rd North also has food, but 3rd North has like, I think, the worst food on campus. 3rd North also has printing, which is very important. It has a huge printing lab in it. And I think it has like some piano rooms or dance rooms or something. Uhaul has food, it has a market, and then it also has a burger studio, which just sells like burgers and fries and stuff. But I feel like a lot of people who live in Uhaul or 3rd North go to Palladium for the food, and then Palladium also has the gym. So Palladium's really close by to 3rd North and Uhaul, which is really great because you'll have the gym and really good food. So I personally think that Uhaul and 3rd North are the best options. And then Okay, so moving away from those, if you move slightly more towards campus, there's Brittany and Founders. So Founders is known for having really, really large bedrooms and really good views if you're on a high floor. So it's not apartment style, but the bedrooms are massive and you still have bathrooms and stuff. I don't actually know anybody who lives in Founders. It's like fairly close to 3rd North, but a little bit closer to campus. And I don't know much about it other than I think it's like sort of newly renovated, so very like beautiful rooms. Large and good views if you happen to get a high floor, but no food, no gym, no anything like that. Brittany's the same. It doesn't have food or anything, and I don't really know much about the bedrooms, honestly. It's like a little bit closer to campus. I don't really see many benefits to living in Brittany, but if any of you are interested in it, I know a couple of people who live in it, and if you leave me a comment, I can ask them further details about it. Slightly closer is Ruben. Ruben is on 5th Avenue, which is something really, really nice about it, but it does not have air conditioning, and I think that scares away most people from Ruben, that it doesn't have air conditioning, because it gets pretty hot here. It's like in the fall semester, it's hot until like November, so that's pretty, like if you're somebody who needs to be in a cooler room, don't move into Ruben. But it's a really, really nice location, and close to like the Palladium 3rd North dorms, but also close to campus. It's like right in between, so it's a really, really nice location with that. Goddard is a tiny dorm that is right on campus, so if you want to just like roll out of bed and roll into the library or roll into class, Goddard is like literally right, it's like right near the Stern building, it's like right across from Bobst, right on the park, it's like next to all the classrooms, so Goddard is like the closest you could possibly be, I think. It's tiny. I don't know anybody that lives there, and I don't think there are many like benefits other than its location. So, you know, if you need food, it's like right next to Kimmel, or it's really close to Weinstein. It doesn't have food in it though, and it's just right in the heart of campus. So Weinstein, I think if you want to be in campus, is probably a better option than Goddard. Weinstein has a ton of food in it, so it has Upstein, Downstein, and Sidestein. So Downstein is like one meal swipe and you get all the food, so it's like buffet style. Upstein is where we have like, there's all day breakfast there, and there's also a Jamba Juice and a Chick-fil-A and a Quiznos and kosher food. So I think that's all in Upstein, so that's like you pay for the food you get, versus Downstein is one meal swipe for everything. And then Sidestein is the marketplace that's in Weinstein, and I personally think that's the best market out of any of the dorms markets. It's pretty big, and it has like all the food you could need for like your kitchen, and it has like all the groceries you would need, and then some other like toiletry type of things, so I think it's a really, really good market. And Weinstein's dorms are very much like dorm style, typical what you would think of at college. People leave their door open, everybody's very friendly, and you still have a bathroom in your room, just like always. I feel like I need to clarify that because it's a big selling point for people. The rooms are pretty decently sized, and they do have, I think, like the typical like cinder blocky type walls versus this, which is like a normal, like what you would have in your normal house bedroom, I think. So much more dorm style, but everybody I know that lives in Weinstein really likes it. Right on campus, good food generally, and if you're looking for the gym though, the closest gym would be Kohl's Sports Center, which is probably like 5 or 6 blocks from Weinstein, and then you also have Palladium, which is the opposite direction. So if you're looking for a gym, it's like probably not the best one. You would probably try to live in like 3rd North or Uhaul, because I think Goddard is probably the closest one to Kohl's. I don't actually know anybody that works out in Kohl's. It's sort of like where all of our sports teams go. But yeah, Weinstein I think is probably your best option for on campus. Hayden I think is also on campus. I don't actually know anything about Hayden because it was closed this year. I know that it was like one of the most popular freshman dorms. I think it's one of those like loud dorms where people have like parties, and I know if you're on a high floor you can have incredible views, and I think it's like very typical dorm style, and I do know that there are walk-in closets that are actually like a separate room that's your closet. So if you need a lot of closet space, that's probably a good option. And it's not apartment style, I don't think. I think it has food in it. It's closed right now, so I don't know too much about it. I know it was very popular, and I can try to ask some upperclassmen more about it if you have questions. So that is everything to deal with freshman dorms. Again, I recommend the apartment style ones like Uhaul and 3rd North, but that is just a personal preference of mine because I wanted to have a living room and a kitchen. and also right near the gym. All of those things are great. Let me know in the comments if you have specific questions about specific dorms, and I will try to answer them the best I can. Honestly, all the dorms are really nice and I really like them. They also have price differences, which you can find if you look up like NYU housing PDF on Google. You can find the prices for all of these dorms. So they do range quite a bit, so definitely check that out. I'm going to really briefly talk about financial aid because I feel like this video is already going to be really long. Financial aid, you have to fill out the FAFSA and the CSS profile. I can't tell you much about like how much NYU is going to give you. I get a lot of questions about like how I afford NYU or how other people can afford NYU. It's like on a person by person basis. If you fill out the FAFSA and CSS profile, you can potentially get financial aid. I don't really think I have any good financial aid. We got some loans that I don't even think we took because you can gain more, you get more interest on the NYU loans than if you do if you just like take them out of your bank, I think. So we just got loans from our bank, I think. I have personally a decent scholarship, which helps a lot, and you can get scholarships based on academic merit, so definitely don't get scared away from applying to NYU if you think you can't afford it, because you can get academic scholarships, which I know a lot of people have. So I feel like NYU is a little bit better about giving out scholarships than financial aid. It is really hard to get financial aid. You like can't get it if you're international, you can't get it if you're like upper middle class or anything like that. I mean, it's possible, but like not many people get financial aid, so just like don't expect it. If you do need it though, there are people that have it. There are people that have full rides to NYU. Definitely don't be scared from applying, and there's lots of things you can do as long as you fill out those 2 forms and talk to the financial aid office and everything like that. You should be fine. There are definitely ways that you can come to NYU if you don't think you can afford it. I just happen to be somebody that is lucky that my parents sent me here. So that is everything with financial aid. I can't answer much more than that. Talking about my major really briefly, I just thought I would say if you have any questions specifically about MCC, you can leave them in the comments. There's a lot to go over. People have been asking me, what did people ask me? Let me check. People are asking me like if you can concentrate in specific things. We do have 6 fields of study, and you choose two of them and then take 3 classes in each. So those are where you take the classes that are really, really specific. I'm going to take one called like Fashion and Power, Social Media Networking, Intro to Digital Media, all that sort of like very specific classes you take with your fields of study. And there are 6 fields of study. You can find all of the information on the MCC homepage. You can just Google like MCC NYU and it'll come up, and you can find all of our degree requirements. People have been asking me what's required if you're an MCC major or any other major for that matter. There are a ton of requirements. You can get out of a lot of them with AP credits. But just Google that and you'll be able to figure out all of our requirements. And basically I thought I would just say that if you have MCC questions, you can leave them below. I will try to answer them the best I can. I really, really like this major and I highly recommend it, especially if you know you want to go into something with media or communications or PR or advertising or anything like that, but you want something a little bit more broad so that you're not so like pigeonholed into something so specific. I really recommend MCC. It's very, it covers like a lot of topics, and you can minor in like pretty much anything when you're MCC. Some other majors have restricted minors, and yeah, I really like it, and leave me any questions you have below about MCC stuff. So I hope that answered a lot more NYU questions. Leave me more in the comments below if you want me to make more of these videos. I know that they're usually found very helpful for incoming students. And like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!